Good morning.
Yeah. Good morning, everybody. We
Shani
back.
and the Melz. Shani and Melz in the morning is here.
And we late.
Yep.
And that's why I call us the blackest morning show in North America. That's why. We busy. We got a lot jumping off on this Monday. Welcome back inside another work week. It is the king and queen of some media. Shani Scott, Melz of the MIC. We back at it on this very busy Monday. Lots of stuff went down this weekend, man.
Yes, a lot of stuff went down. Let's just go ahead and jump right in it.
Yeah.
First of all, Trigger Trey, Mr. Steal Yo Girl
Mm, mm.
gets
Used to get
into
stole on by the cops.
well, yeah, so Trey Songz is in jail right now.
That is
He
right.
is in jail right now because he got into a fight with the officers at the Chiefs game yesterday. Now, he was sitting there minding his business, watching the game, and a couple of fans started heckling him.
Mm-hmm.
So he turned around and he was like, y'all leave me alone, whatever, he said whatever he had to say. Well, the fans, I don't know what they did, but I guess they called the police. I'm not sure.
What?
But the police show up. The cop walks down to where Trey is and attacks him. And so Trey didn't even know. He didn't see the man coming. All he knows is that somebody done grabbed him, right? So he defends himself and he starts fighting the cop. So he punched the cop in the face, got the cop in a headlock. All right. He and the cop are tussling. Then all of a sudden, the cop pins Trey down. Other officers arrive. The other fans are telling the officers, now the police officer need to be arrested because he was the one who was out of line. Trey was just defending himself. He had no idea what was going on or who was hitting him. And you can understand that if you got somebody talking noise in the background to you, and then all of a sudden you get hit, you ain't about to turn around and say, "Well, who hit me?" You're not gonna do that. You just defending yourself. The people was already bothering him, right?
Right.
So they arrested him. They put him in handcuffs. Took him to jail. They arrested him for trespassing, resisting arrest, and for assaulting a police officer. So the trespassing and resisting arrest are misdemeanors, but the assault on the police officer is a low grade felony. So they're holding him for 24 hours. Okay. He should get out. There he is right there. He should get out sometime today, maybe, tonight or so, but that's his mugshot. That's how they did his mugshot. And I really hate that for Trey Songz because he's a sweetheart. He really is a sweetheart. I've met him before and he's a sweetheart. And you can't
Well,
hey, somebody hit me. I'm gonna swing back too.
well, let's look back at let's rewind the tape on a lot of this that you discussed just now. Good morning, Stacy. Good morning, Stacy. How you doing, baby? And good morning,
Hi,
CB.
Miss Jones. Hello,
Thanks for
Mr.
joining us.
McGee.
Thanks for joining us. But let's rewind the tape on a lot of this, okay? Let's talk about how Trey was at the game. And of course, trash talking goes on at these games. Especially if you there, if you know you in enemy territory. From my understanding, Trey was there to cheer on the Buffalo Bills, and he's in the Kansas City home stadium. So of course, fans are going to get noisy and talk a lot of trash talk going back and forth. And Trey told everybody, chill out. For this officer, according to the reports, nobody called the police officer. Nobody called this officer down there to come check on Trey or see or even reported to this officer that Trey was in the audience and doing this. So for the fact that this officer came down there and just started immediately attacking Trey Songz, that's going to lead to a lot of problems for the Kansas City Police Department. Because number one, how can you trespass if you have a ticket to the game? Like
Yeah.
let's start right there. How can you trespass if you have a ticket? I have a ticket or invite or somebody got me into the stadium in some way, shape, or form. So you can you can expect that trespassing charge to get thrown out real quick.
Mm-hmm.
Also tied into the fact that a lot of eyewitnesses on the scene said that this officer was aggressive. Just came up on train, start being aggressive immediately. Didn't even question, wasn't no nothing, just start putting hands on people. Yes, as a human being, I don't give a damn if you're a cop or somebody else. We'll deal with that later. You gonna catch these hands. Just because you came up on me and start putting your hands on me, you gonna catch these hands. That's American law and order right there. Now it clears to me that this cop was being unprofessional, and we've seen this before. We have seen this before recently in sports. The general manager and the president of the Toronto Raptors, I think his name is Majuri. He got into it the night that with a police officer the night that the Toronto Raptors won the NBA title 2 years ago. He tried to go down to the court to be with the team, and the officer stopped him and started pushing him and the cop went back and lied and said, oh, well, he was being aggressive. And then they saw, of course, video cam footage came out of him just pushing on this man and keeping him off the court. So we've seen this before, and it usually happens in these stadiums of the team, the home team. Like we said, like in Majori's case in Toronto, this happened in Golden State when the Raptors beat the Golden State Warriors 2 years ago for the NBA title. So it was the Oakland Police Department who had all the smoke on that one, and they ended up throwing out all the charges, issuing apologies, all that stuff to the president of the Raptors. So I can expect the same thing to happen to Trey in this particular situation, and the fact that they put this man in a 24-hour hold is BS. They knew that it was dead wrong. They knew they was dead wrong, but they still wanted to make an example of him. And people who live in Kansas City will tell you that police department in that community is not friendly to black people. So that tells you everything you need to know right there. But I expect Trey to get at least half of them charges thrown out. At least.
I mean, he should get all of them thrown out. He should get all of them thrown out because I think somebody said something to the police officer. Somebody had to. I mean, the police officer just came out the blue and just started jumping over. Somebody said something. I mean, he's charged with trespassing, resisting arrest, and assaulting a police officer. It should all be thrown out.
Yeah, exactly. How can I resist arrest if you ain't telling me I'm under arrest? You just come start beating my ass.
Yeah.
Like, how am I supposed to know I'm under arrest? How do I know I'm resisting an arrest when you're not telling me I'm being arrested? You just come up in there and start putting your hands on me and start beating on me. No. As a human, and that's that's how they get us. You notice that's how they get us because we don't have an education and understanding of the law. Resisting arrest. You're resisting arrest. They start beating your ass, and then the first thing out their mouth is, stop resisting. Stop resisting. No, I'm a human. I'm going to fight you back.
Yeah, so, you never read me my Miranda rights.
Right. You never told me. You just came out here and started putting your hands on me and never telling me I'm under arrest. Are you? I lost your sound, sis.
Oh, can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm freezing or something. Yeah. Something's going on over here.
Yeah, you got a delay and everything on your video side.
I know. I'm seeing that. Yeah. Good morning, Yusef.
Isn't that crazy how we get the sound right and now the video won't start tripping?
I know. They just don't want us to be great.
They trying
just let us be great.
They trying to hate on us hard, man. Come on, man.
Goodness.
Come on, man. Stop hating. The minute we get one thing fixed, we get the sound issue fixed. Now the video start tripping. Now Shani sound coming out perfectly, but the visual is catching up 30 seconds later. So.
I know. That's terrible.
It's all good.
That's terrible.
But what do we expect with Trey? I mean, so good morning, Yusuf. That's the question I have right now is how does the Kansas City Police Department plan on handling this? Because again, this is not a good look for them. It's not a good look for the Chiefs. It's not a good for Yusuf. I'm gonna deal with y'all in a minute. I'm gonna get on y'all in a minute about you wearing your mask. I'm gonna get on y'all ass in a minute about that. The Facebook mask police are out. Everybody, be careful. I'm gonna get to y'all and y'all nonsense in a minute. I'm gonna address all of y'all and y'all BS in a minute. But at the same time, I'm trying to figure out what's going on with Trey and hopefully the Kansas City Police Department will throw all these charges out. What do you think is possibly going to happen though?
Good morning, Chris. Well, right now they're not saying anything other than that he's on a 24-hour hold. Of
Mm,
course, everything is under investigation.
hmm
But I mean, we just have to go through the day and see what happens. I hope that and I can imagine that Trey is really, really upset, but I hope that he's being compliant and not, going off on the people too bad while he's in there. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, I'm going off. F
I
that. I'm
I
going
I
off.
hope
Oh,
he's
y'all wait
not.
till y'all hear from my lawyer. Ooh, Lord. Where Johnny Cochran at when you need him? Lord, I wish Johnny Cochran was here with us right now. Lord, I'm going, oh, I'm talking cash because I
Well, I'm
know
pretty
that I at least
sure Benjamin Crump is going to pop up.
or if there's a check to be had, Benjamin Crump
I'm
gonna be
pretty
there. Let me
sure
go and clap it
Benjamin
up. If there's a
Crump
check to be
is
had,
going to pop up.
he
So,
gonna be there. If there's a check that's gonna potentially be cashed, he gonna be there.
yeah.
Look, he gonna be there. Like I said, I really do think Trey has a strong case. He has a strong case because again, he's got a lot of the eyewitness reports from this situation are stating that this officer acted out of line.
Well, it's
Uh,
all on video. The whole
yeah.
thing is on video. The whole thing is on video. So,
Hello, Sherelle. How you doing? My folks out there in Killeen checking in with me.
hi, Sherelle.
Do we have the video? Do we have video
We
that we
I
can
can
watch?
I can play it, and but now we're not gonna hear nothing,
That's
but we
fine.
will be able to see it.
Okay.
So I will
Let's
pull it up. But yeah, they have the whole video is out there.
well let's
That's
let's go
probably
ahead and go.
why they're not saying too much about it, because they might not know what to say
Mm-hmm.
because of this right here.
Yeah, they ain't got nothing to say now, but of course, as you can see, the officer is already pressing down hard on Trey and all his
Hmm.
peoples out there. Now my question is, where's his peoples at? I do have a question
Well,
about that. What
the people are yelling. They're
Trey
yelling
connecting with him on that one?
to let him, to get off of him,
I'm not talking about the people. I'm talking about Trey's people. He had to. I know he didn't go to that game by himself,
well,
so
no,
you
he
had to have
didn't.
some.
Well, they probably got out the way, so it wouldn't be a whole bunch of black men arrested. You know what I'm
Hmm
saying? See,
But nah,
now
you
he has him pinned down. The other officers are there now. There is a lady in the background that's saying, "Y'all need to arrest the officer. Y'all need to arrest the officer." So
see.
there's
Well,
a
I will say
man
this.
yelling that too. And now they
I'm gonna go
have
ahead and
him
clap it up. I'm gonna go
sitting
ahead and clap it
down.
up for Trey though for putting them hands on him though. I'm gonna go ahead and clap it up for Trey. Trey, as you can see in some of them scenes, Trey had him.
Oh yeah, he landed a couple times. He landed a couple times. That's probably one of his people back there in the black.
hmm
They're sitting there watching and see now the officer, was
But
and he's
but again,
saying,
this is another.
we don't want to injure you. But the other lady is like, I mean, this it's a man and a white man and what sounds like a white man. Let me
Mhm.
say that. He's like, no, y'all need to arrest the officer.
That tells me
And
everything I
he's
need to know
like,
right
he
there.
didn't do nothing wrong. He
Well,
didn't do nothing wrong. But I think somebody alerted security or something and said it's a Negro down there talking noise. You
I don't.
know that's what had to happen.
Well, it's
Because
more than likely what happened.
why
I'm
the
willing to
cop
bet.
just gonna come out of nowhere and
Well, again, I gave you an example before about a incident involving a police officer just overzealous in their job. They being overzealous and all they see is black guy, all they see is black person. That's all they probably heard was Negro, black person doing something. I'm going out there with and choosing violence immediately instead of trying to hear the situation out, because that's your job as a cop, is to not go in with violence. I'm going to say this loud
Mhm.
as hell for everybody to hear this. Your job is to not immediately go in with escalate a situation. Your job is to de-escalate, find out, investigate. That's what the problem is. But no, you went in choosing violence immediately. So that tells me everything, that you don't need to be in that position where you at right now. And plus, when you add in the fact that a lot of this happens at a sporting events. A lot of these cops, they're not impartial. Okay, if they're not impartial, they just as amped up and energized about the sporting event as everybody else, and they gonna go out there and act just as bad as the fans are in some occasions. like we have in this particular case. But shout out to Trey Songz. Trey flipped that joker and put him on his ass for a couple of seconds there, and it was giving him the work. So
He
shout out to
did.
Trey
Yes, he
Songz, man.
did.
Look, shout out to Trey Songz. Look, there's long been rumored that Trey got them hands. Like, it's long been rumored that Trey got hands. Trey's with the shits.
Yeah, and he is such a sweetheart. He's such a sweetheart.
But again, that's a bunch of nonsense. I really do. I hope Trey gets a big check. I hope he gets a big check out of him. I hope he sues him, gets a big check out of him, and that officer. And you know what's gonna happen with it. We already know what's gonna happen to the officer. They ain't gonna fire him. They gonna put him on administrative leave with pay, and he go sit down for 2 weeks, and then he'll be back acting a fool again at another incident again soon. So this ain't nothing new. But at least we know for a fact that Trey has eyewitnesses. And also the fact that Trey didn't just start acting a fool for the sake of acting a fool. He was trying, because
He was defending himself.
It's 2021 now. If you think that we are still out here trying to cause ruckus and act a fool and draw attention to ourselves for police to come beat our ass, then I got some land, I got some beachfront property in Iowa to sell your ass. All right, I got some beachfront property. It's beautiful. It's in Iowa. It's a wonderful place to go. So if you still buying into that nonsense, because ain't no telling. I'm trying to figure out, did they act that same way with any of those fans, any other fans in that stadium?
No.
Because I'm quite sure there was some drunken tomfoolery going on in that stadium, and I bet you ain't nobody got their ass beat immediately like that, because we are, like we talked about before, we know there's two justice systems in America. There's two.
Right.
There's one for you black folk and one for them folks.
Absolutely.
And you should know this by now. But so you should know better, especially if you're going out in places that people that in 2021 we're not gonna act a fool just out of randomness, okay? just to draw that attention. So again, I'm proud of Trey Songz. I'm gonna clap it on one more time. I'm just happy.
Yes.
Every time I watch that video and see Trey flipping back on his ass, it start. Yeah, look, get me 2-3 in. I'm gonna at least get you 2 or 3 in before y'all take. If I'm going to jail, damn it, we all go. Well, then damn it, y'all go give me a reason to go to jail tonight. So shout out to Trey Songz. I ain't mad at him.
Hopefully he will be out later on today. If you're just tuning in with us, you're tuned in to Shani and Melz in the morning, the queen and king of some media. Today, we're talking about the hottest headlines and keeping you up to date. Real quick, don't forget that we have an event coming up for Super Bowl Sunday. If you log on to actionsaidride.com right now, you can learn more. And later in the show, we'll tell you more about that. But right now, we got to talk about your cousin, Melz. Your cousin, Kodak Black.
Ain't none of my damn cousin.
Listen.
Look, hold on now.
Kodak Black, who was
hold on, stop before you go on with this story. You talking about this my cousin. This my damn cousin. Look,
that's your cousin.
Listen, I don't have no famous crack babies in my family. All right? So let's move on.
Is he really a crack baby?
On that.
Is he really a crack baby?
Girl, look, we got a generation of, it used to be a generation of rappers rapping about drug dealing. Now we got a generation of rappers that rap about being base heads and being dope addicts. Kodak Black is one of them. But don't put that boy akin to me. And look, hold on, let me be clear. That boy ain't kin to me. All right. So let's move on. All right. Let's move on.
Okay. Well, we know that he was pardoned by Trump, so he's out now. Before he was pardoned, when it was just a thought and they were just talking about it, he sent a tweet out, which I don't understand, because ever since he been going to jail, he been active on Instagram and Twitter. And I mean, taking pictures in the jail. You know how they get down on they squat. He be taking pictures and everything.
Here's the irony of that. Can I say this real quick? Here's the irony of that before you move on. The irony of Kodak Black, Bill Cosby, and O.J. Simpson, all in or criminals are in jail following the rules of Twitter, but y'all President Donald Trump is banned from it. How wild is that? Y'all old president can't even get on Twitter no more, but Kodak Black in jail, he on the tweets following the rules and ain't getting banned. Bill Cosby in jail, his Twitter account still active.
I know, right? It's like, oh my God. But so November 27th, whenever the talk of this came up, Kodak Black put this tweet out, and his attorney is really not happy about it. It says, if the president them free me, I'm gonna spend let me finish. if the president damn free me, I'm gonna spend 1 million on charity within the first year I'm out. That's on everything. First of all, I need you just to spend 20,000 on an education.
That's
Do
why I
that
say,
first. If the president damn free me, it took. I had to read this about 20 times before I figured out what he was saying. I'm like, if the president damn free me,
like I said, a
what is
famous
he
crack
trying to
baby.
say?
A famous crack baby. That
So
proved my point
if
right there.
the
A famous crack
president,
baby.
and he can't even get the ebonics right. If the president and damn free me, you know, he gonna spend 1 million within the first year.
Mm,
Now he has spent 150,000 so far.
mm-hmm.
Okay. He pledged 100,000 to set up a scholarship fund in the name of Meadow Pollock.
Mm-hmm.
And a week before that, he donated $50,000 to Barstool Fund to help small businesses. Okay,
Okay.
that's about 150,000 in 5 days.
We
Now,
clap it up for him.
well, wait, hold on, hold
Okay.
on. Okay, he was in the mood when he promised to donate $1 million towards charity if Donald Trump freed him, but it looks like he might be going back on his word because,
Mm-hmm.
okay, since that sentence got commuted, okay, he still has to deal with these state charges
Mm-hmm.
when I like before he went to jail for this, before he went to prison for this, remember he had assaulted this woman. Well, this
Right.
lady said,
Allegedly.
18-year-old girl said that he raped her and bit her. Okay.
Allegedly.
Well, they are going after him.
Right.
They are going after him for that.
Because the
So,
state, because
mhm.
the pardon is only for charges that came either before him or he was currently incarcerated on. It doesn't apply to currently or new charges that might come up. A pardon does not grant you immunity from all crimes for the rest of your life. So, but then again, let me say this about Kodak Black. Again, famous crack babies. This is what I was talking about. These boys have made millions of dollars off of this. But my question, and this, while I'm saying it's a beautiful thing, that he's donating them some of this money to charity, why do you think he reneged on his promise? Why do you think he stopped giving out the money?
Because he might be getting ready to go back to jail.
Which means that lawyer needs that money, champ. See, the lawyer, let's keep it 100. The lawyer said, look, I got you the pardon. I got you out of jail. I'm still need my cut. And then you got another charge. That poor lawyer working his ass off. So I don't that lawyer got to work his ass off as you pay attention to the wait, what?
He got to
What
work.
brings
The
it to what?
lawyer got to work his butt off for what?
Apparently, I got you a pardon. Now I still got to go to court and go see about another charge with your silly ass. And you over here talking about giving away $1 million. I ain't got me yet.
Oh well, he did that. You know, well, he did. He posted that November 27th
Right.
when he found out it could be a possibility that he could
Right.
be pardoned.
Again, it's a
So, but I
possibility.
mean, now come on, come through with it. You know, do what you said you was gonna do. But he needs to go work on getting a GED, or you know what? You know what he needs? Teacher Lou in his life.
That's right. But
If
send them
you're
to the
having
YouTube. Send them to the YouTube.
a issue with your subject verb agreement, maybe you need to learn how to write a paragraph correctly. There is a channel, Carly's Reading Center. Okay, and Teacher Lou will teach you how to write a paragraph and make the subject and verb agree. I'm just
I'm gonna
saying.
need you to. Well, I'm gonna need you to hop in on the Twitter page right underneath that tweet and send a link to Teacher Lou to Kodak Black right now on
Because
Twitter. I'm gonna need you to do that right now. Say, look here, bruh. Look, look, like Sherelle said, you got $20,000 on some. You spend it on some more education.
spending on some education. Please get you some
Right?
education
Learn how to write a complete damn sentence. That's why I be
because
saying these rich crack babies. That's what we got in hip hop right now. It's a generation of rich crack babies. We used to rap about dealing the drugs, and now we got a whole bunch of rappers that's taking the drugs, and that's all they talk about. Bass dope rap. That's why I call it bass head crack baby rap. So that's the generation we dealing with, and then this is the kind of nonsense they put out there. I'm gonna give away $1 million. Well, you still got charges. If I'm like I say, if I'm his lawyer, and I know I still got more work to do with this joker, I'm not gonna let you give away all your money. I'm not. I'm gonna
Mm.
stop you right there in your tracks and say, I need mine. Because either that or your ass is going back to jail, and all this is for naught. So all this is a waste of time. So I'm gonna need mine. I'm gonna need mine. I'm gonna need you to go sit your ass down there and keep some of this money because the money again. He ain't been doing those shows. He ain't got no endorsements. That whatever bank account he's sitting at right now is where it's at. It's in subtract mode. If he's doing all this money, all it's doing is subtracting. I need you to hang on to something. so I can do my job as far as trying to keep your silly behind out of jail, so I can keep this money train rolling for myself. So that's what it comes down to, and I'm quite sure a lot of lawyers out there agree with me.
Yeah, I mean, I can see that. Yeah, his attorney definitely wants his coins.
I need my coin. If I gotta go, I gotta keep showing up to court every 5 minutes for you doing silly shit, and then I already hooked you up when seeing the president and got your pardon and all this other stuff. I got you squared away. Like we said with Lil Wayne, same with Lil Wayne, they both got the same attorneys. I'm quite sure that same attorney told Lil Wayne, sell your catalog. You need to sell your catalog. They said they're offering you $100 million. You need $2 million for your pardon, and I need the rest of it or whatever the cut you got left for my job, for what I need to do. So trust me. Somebody
I
said
wish
this.
we could really find out how much it really was, because I mean, I that
How much what really was the
if
pardons?
yeah, if it was really 2 million, what if it was more?
I think it depended on the circumstances. It probably had to be more. It probably had to be. I'm thinking it was a bidding war. I think it was a bidding war. The starting price was probably 2 million. That's probably the starting.
Yeah,
Let me
that's what
repeat.
I'm thinking.
The
Yeah, because I'm
starting
like,
price
I
was
can't
probably two
believe
million dollars.
that
But
Trump
depending
said,
on
"Okay, you sold your catalog for 100 million. Just give me 2 million.
give me
Give
about
me 20 million. Give me 50 million. Something like
I
that."
don't think it went that hard. I don't think it went that far, but again, it depended because like 140 people got pardons. Okay, not all these people were rich. Not all these people were famous. Not all these people, some of these people deserve pardons.
You think
So
Kwame Kilpatrick came up with $2 million?
hell nah. But again, but Kwame Kirkpatrick was lobbied for by Diamond and Silk. Okay, so these was two of the Trump's closest little buddy pals and allies. Now for what? They may have because again they may have put up some money for this. They may have, but at the same time,
I think all
everybody.
he gave them was a Popeye's chicken sandwich to endorse him. I think that's all he gave them, a Popeye's chicken sandwich.
I'm probably sure, but a lot of
Mhm.
again, like I said, I don't think Kwame Kilpatrick put up 2 million. I mean, I don't even know if he had 2 million laying around somewhere like that. But I'm quite sure somebody put that money up. And again, it depends on who you are. Again, if I know you got it, I'm gonna hit you for it. If I know you got it, that's what happened in this case with Trump. If I know you got it, I'm gonna hit you for you. I'm gonna hit it. I'm gonna hit you. And he knew Wayne got it. He knew Kodak Black got it. I'm gonna go ahead and get that out you. So again, I'm not mad at Wayne more than anything. If Wayne cut the check, say you can have them old raps. I will make a deal with the devil to stay out of jail for 10 years. Because if you knew what Wayne was facing as a repeat offender, another decade in jail, fair time. He was a repeat offender, so they was gonna throw the book at his ass. So I'm not mad at him at all. I really don't hold nothing against Wayne for his cutting the check to get out of that situation. But
Do you think he could come out and make another album and be successful?
who Wayne?
Yeah.
Yeah, no doubt. He still holds a lot of regard with a lot of. Well, he is the father of a lot of these generational rappers like Kodak Black. He's their dad. These are the children and the byproduct of the Lil Wayne flow and what Lil Wayne has done in hip hop. So and he just
So
released the album last year. So
what would it be like if Busta Rhymes put an album out?
well, Busta Rhymes just put out an album last year and it was phenomenal. You haven't heard it yet? It's called
Mm-mm.
ELD 2.
No, I
Oh,
haven't.
oh, you sleeping, man? We gotta get you up to speed. Busta Rhymes
I
got a
didn't
new
know.
album out now, and it is phenomenal. It is a great piece of work. Great piece of work. So
How did
yeah,
it do sales wise?
it did well the first week it came out.
It
You
did
know,
well, but so that's what I'm asking. Would Wayne have the same type of success that he had? Because I know he has fans. Like if
mhm.
Tribe Called Quest come out with some, Well, it's a little different now because Fife
Right.
ain't there.
Well, you
But
got to look at a different generation and a different way the music is being rolled out now. Is
yeah,
because
so
Wayne, like I said, Wayne dropped the album last year called Funeral in 2020, and it shot up, it debuted at #1, and then slowly died down after that. So yes, the energy is still there
but
for these
we
guys.
but this is the thing.
Okay.
Okay, I'm talking about real success because we know how it got to #1.
Hmm.
We know how a song gets to #1 or an album. It ain't necessarily got to be #1.
Right.
Okay. So, well, I guess he sold his catalog for 100 million. So yeah, he can be #1 again because he can buy the charts.
There you go.
I'm just
So
saying
yes, he can still be successful. So yes, he can still be successful.
he can
Will
buy
he
the
still have
charts.
the monster hits that I don't think he's going to have the monster hits that he had from like maybe that Young Money Cash Money run when he had him,
Hmm.
Drake, and Nicki dominated every single section of the radio. But that entire catalog of that portion of his music and his catalog has been sold. That was probably his, and that's where, and a lot of people criticize Wayne for that because that was a huge mistake. He sold
Yeah,
possibly the biggest portions of his catalog off for $100 million, and and but we get it though. You had to get the money up. You ain't had 2 million laying around. he clearly had $2 million laying around the crib. So somebody said, look, take the 100 and you be straight. Take the 100 and be straight. Take 2 of that, give Trump, get you out of jail, and you can get back to it. So, and a lot
yeah,
of this
and I
times,
mean, and you know what? To his defense, we're not in his shoes, so we
mm-hmm,
really don't know what he's up against.
right,
It's always easy to criticize on the outside,
of course,
but
of course.
we're not in his shoes, so
But
I
that's what
don't
our show
know.
is about, though. We do that.
I
That's what
know,
the show is
but
about. We
it's
get to talk
like,
about that kind of
I
shit.
don't know, Wayne. I
Now
don't
let me
know,
say this.
Wayne.
Now, let me go ahead and address some of y'all in the audience this morning about something that
Wait a
happened.
minute before you do that. Just in case you're tuning in, you're checking out Shani and Melz in the morning. We
Mm-hmm.
are the queen and king of some media, and Melz
Mm.
had a very interesting weekend this week. So I saw you out at Empire doing your thing with Jeter Jones.
Shout out to everybody at
Shout
Jeter
out to
Jones.
Gary Racing,
Shout out to Gary Racer. Shout out to the whole
Chicken
Empire Lounge, the
Wayne.
whole East Texas, GBE, Jeter Jones, Tasha Mack, Volton Wright, Tasha Dawn, I'm sorry, West Don, the whole JBE family, DJ Keno G. Shout out to everybody in East
Oh
Texas.
yeah, we shouting out everybody today, I guess, huh?
Yeah, we had a good time. All right, we
Everybody
had a
that ain't nobody, we
I
shouting
know.
out.
Stop it. I know.
Yeah.
Stop it. I know how you feel. Stop it. We'll deal with that another day. We'll deal with that
Ooh,
another time.
my
But
microphone, I could be petty.
I know you can be petty. This is your show. You could be petty. I'll let you be petty.
But
Just,
no, I'm
just,
good.
just not today. All right. It's Monday. All right. We'll save the pettiness as the week develops. All right. We'll save the pettiness as the week develops. We'll get petty and pettier as Tuesday and Wednesdays and Thursday and Friday roll around. All right. We'll get into that. But I am gonna be petty today because damn it, I'm sick and tired of everybody all in my comments over the weekend, jumping in the comments, talking about where your mask at, Melz? Where your mask at, Melz? Because I took a couple pictures with Jeter Jones without a mask. Okay? Now, let me address some of this nonsense. How about y'all have that same energy for people that's around you? Y'all steady worried about what the hell I'm doing with my mask. Let me tell y'all something. Melz did get COVID-19. But you know how I got COVID-19? I didn't get it being out here in the street. Because every time I left out my house, every time I set foot out there remotes, I did remotes every weekend. I did almost 100 plus remotes last year alone out in the streets of Killeen Temple, wearing a mask, catch and doing what I need to do to protect myself from the coronavirus, and didn't get it the whole 2020. You know how I got coronavirus? Sitting in my damn house, not moving, not doing any damn where, because one of my kids was hard-headed enough to go out here. He flew in, and one of his partners gave him COVID, and he brought it into my house. All right? So don't sit there and try to sit there and get on Facebook and jump in the comments just because you see me in a picture with somebody talking about, where your mask at? Where your mask at? How
But
about
I
you see
mean,
the energy? What?
can't
What?
they ask? Because okay, you just said you got it sitting in your house from your
Mm-hmm.
son when he came home because y'all was
Mm-hmm.
in close proximity. So you were in close proximity with Jeter Jones taking a picture.
Again, close proximity, but I'm good to go. I'm clear. Jeter was clear. We all good to go. So what is wrong with me taking the mask off for a second to take a picture so you can see my pretty teeth? What's the problem with that? What's the problem with
Let
that?
me
I
see your
wasn't all
pretty
out in the
teeth.
crowd. I could see, you can see we have a like this whole like y'all act like we standing out here in the middle of a sea of people. Now there was a sea of people out there last night, and you know what I did? I stayed my ass in that DJ booth, away from the crowd, with my mask on the entire time.
Well,
For
you
a
might
split
have
second.
something else if you stayed in the DJ booth.
Look here, look here.
No, papi, no.
Stop it. I told you wait till Monday. I told you it's too early for this Monday
Mills
pettiness. All
might have
right, you
jumped
wait.
on you.
I stayed in. I stayed. Look, stop it.
But
I
I
stayed.
get it because you know what? When I take pictures, I don't keep my mask on. I take it off. And I never got COVID. We never got it over here.
That's what I'm saying.
But
All year long, I never got COVID, and I was doing all this. I was taking my mask off, taking pictures
yeah,
with folks and stuff like that, socially distanced, all that other stuff. Can't. Of course, you could get it against Sherelle, but the whole point, I'm trying to look. These people here. Well, then stay your ass at the house then, all right? No, don't look. I don't have to do nothing. I can stay here in this studio and not do nothing, but have that energy for everybody else that's out there in your
they were
vicinity,
just
in your area.
concerned, Mills. They were just concerned.
No, I don't want to hear that because everybody
They were
got
just
slick ass
concerned.
comments in my comment feed all day long. Talking about where your mask at, where your mask at. Ain't none of y'all ain't paid attention. Y'all ain't been fussing about masks any other time of the day. But all of a sudden, y'all worry about what I'm doing. I already got the COVID. I already been through it, and it came to my house. Not from anything that I'm doing. I didn't get COVID being out in the street none of this year and none of this time because I'm protecting myself when I'm out in the streets, when I'm out doing what I'm supposed to do. Just because you see a 2-second photo of snap. Oh, where your mask at, Melz? So all of a sudden I'm just out here doing the fool. So I'm just out here doing the fool. I'm just out here in the street, just all willy nilly, not giving a damn. Like all of a sudden, stop thinking negatively of me like that. I appreciate y'all concern. I thank you for your concern, but you can keep your little slick ass comments to yourself. All right, keep your little slick ass comments to yourself, because the next picture I see you post on Facebook without a mask on, I'm gonna be on your ass. Where your mask at, Joe? Oh, I'm in my house. I don't care. Put your mask on. If y'all won't be Facebook mask police, you're talking to the chief of the Facebook mask police from here on out. I'm gonna be all over in your comments. I'm gonna be all, ooh, you better let me see your pearly whites one time in a picture, and I'm gonna be on that. Where your mask at? Where your mask at? You need to be putting your mask on. And then watch what happens. Watch. I'm just telling y'all now. I'm just going ahead and tell you now. I am the new captain of the Facebook Mass Police Department. I am your new captain in chief. I'm going to be all on y'all feeds, on your ass without a mask on. I don't care if you sitting in the car by yourself. Where your mask at? Now, I'm going to be on your ass. Nah, since if y'all want to play this game, we going to play this game. Nah. I'm petty like that. Nah, Shani. Nah. Since Shani won't be petty, this Shani fault
Well,
too. Because this Shani
what?
fault too.
How is it my fault?
Because you won't get started on the pettiness this morning. Now I'm finna be petty. Now you to turn on my petty meter. I'm ready to be petty now for the whole week. So this is your fault. Blame Shani.
Wait a
Y'all go get
minute.
this work.
Okay, speaking of posting pictures, I'm going to post a picture, and I want you to tell me who this is in this picture. I hope this picture posts right.
I hope
I'm
the screen
sorry,
don't freeze. There we
that's
go.
my
There you go.
other phone dinging. Let's
All
see.
right, what picture is this?
Let's see. Who is that? Who is that? I'll give you a hint. He was busted for catfishing somebody. Do you know who that is?
Is that the dude? Was that the dude that was in your DMs last week?
Oh no, that's not him. No, that's not him. Who does he look like? Who does that look like?
Well, he looks like. Well, I gotta say
He said, "Is that the kid from the Capitol?" No, that's not the kid from the Capitol.
He looked like. Well, I want to say he looked like a broke ass Chico DeBarge.
That is Chico DeBarge.
What?
That is Chico DeBarge.
What?
And
What?
we all know this. What I'm about to say is public knowledge. Everybody should know this. The DeBarges have a problem with drugs.
I'm still shocked this is Chico. Hold on, I'm still shocked this is Chico.
That's Chico. That is Chico DeBarge. That is Chico DeBarge.
Wow.
Yes, that's him. So he got busted. He was out driving, He had two girls in the car with him. Police pull him over.
Mhm.
Um, they have methamphetamines. They got all kinds of drugs in the car. And he lied to the police and told them that he was James the
What?
barge.
How you gonna blame James? You couldn't
They-
be L. You can at least say
well, they know,
L. You couldn't
he
be
don't look
L.
like
You were going
L. He looks too young to be L. That
mm.
don't look like L. He
Chico, man. But this is, but of course, we say like you said before. This is wow, wow. Well, I was
hmm
close to my guess was a broke ass Chico the Barge. I guess he is a broke ass Chico the Barge now, for
That's
real. I mean,
him. But I did a song with L. DeBarge Jr., who
Mhm.
looks just like his dad. And
Mhm.
when I tell you the family got a drug problem, they got a drug problem.
Oh, they got it
I
bad. They
mean,
got it bad.
talented, but don't know how to say nope to dope.
Yeah,
All
they
right.
got it bad. But I mean, but Chico out here, Chico out here with all the weight, and then you gonna try to say, and then you gonna try to
Yeah.
blame the brother.
He
Then you gonna try to
had
blame the brother that
methamphetamines and heroin on him, two chicks.
ooh.
He was arrested. And so what he ended up being charged with is drug possession, a DUI, and they hit him with false impersonation charge.
Uh,
Yeah.
they threw in the fake. Then you got an extra charge for saying that you're James.
And
And then you
yeah,
pick the
and
brother that's known. And then you pick the brother that was most known for the drug work. You know what I'm saying? Like you didn't
but I
pick. Like I
don't
said, that's
know.
why. See,
I don't know how he didn't think he wasn't going to jail with all of that. And then you unfortunately they don't have no money because it took him 10 days to make bail to get out of jail. He was in there 10 days before he could get out.
but
And
that's
we
what
know
I'm
this
saying.
is
You
he's been arrested two other times for
right.
this because after he released that album back in I can't remember 2008
It was probably the late
or
'90s,
so.
early 2000s. He went back to jail after he had a
Yeah.
number one song. He went back to jail.
Yeah, it's that's the album I'm talking about. And I
Hmm.
remember that because I was at 97 90 That's why I'm like it's like 2006 or so, somewhere around there.
Hmm.
But yep.
Yeah,
So
but that's what I'm saying. What for starters, Chico, you had a whole you had the whole comedy eras for this whole situation. Let's start at the beginning. You're riding around here in the car with some chicks with nothing but the weight, nothing but dope on you, and then
mhm.
you go tell the police. You go out of all your brothers you could have picked, you gonna pick the one with the
He
most
picked
problems.
James. But I'm like, at what point did he think they wasn't gonna? Did you think they was gonna say, "Oh, it's okay, James, we gonna let
It's,
you go to go with this
you should have said
heroin, these two women, and your methamphetamines"?
if anything, you should have went with L.
Hey, Anthony
At least
Brown
went
is
with
on
L.
here. Hey, Anthony, how are you? We have to link up with Anthony Brown. He is the president of the HBCU something. I can't remember, but he does fundraising for HBCUs year round and it goes directly to the school. So y'all make sure y'all follow Anthony Brown and get in
Uh,
the HBCU alumni something. I can't remember, but we definitely got to get you on.
But
Definitely got to get you on.
but at least say your L. That's I'm gonna stick to that
Why
point with
would he
Chico.
say
Cause
L?
at least the chance was higher. He could
Listen,
have busted a little in the beat of the rhythm of the night, and they
mm,
probably would have let it ride. They probably would have
mm,
said, you know what, that's
mm,
Elder Barge, boy.
no,
Let me let Elder Barge go. Let me go ahead. I don't want to arrest Elder Barge today. I
no.
don't want to.
El DeBarge does not. El DeBarge, look, I'm gonna show you what El DeBarge
I know
look
what
like.
L looks. I know what L looks like now. I know time and age has not done L well, but at least you could have used L. At least, all right. Don't pick the brother that you know has multiple felony charges already, because the minute they run his name, they're like, oh, he a hot one. he's a real hot one right here. He's a real hot boy out here. At least go with L. Pick L if you go pick one. I know L looks differently now. He's in his
Yeah.
60s and his older age, but damn it, pick L. Just go with L next time. At least the cop might have an understanding and think about the rhythm of the night and all the great songs songs from back in the day and let this
Mm-mm.
man go. and
No,
let you ride with all your heroin and your meth and everything go because he obviously up to something. But
no, that's
I'm
not
just
gonna
giving out
work.
some suggestions to Chico for next time. All right, for next time because there probably will be a next time. So but damn it, Chico, damn it, Chico.
No, not gonna
I
work. Okay,
mean,
there it is. UNCF National Alumni Council and the HBCU Alumni United and HBCU Alumni Cares. All right, Anthony, I'm gonna hit you up so we can get you on
no
and
doubt.
start helping you with that. They start fundraising next week, but no, L and then and if you want, I've had people call me and say, "Oh, Shani, we want to do a show with El DeBarge." No, you don't.
And why you don't want to do a show with
You
Elder
don't want
Bar?
to do a show with none of them DeBarges because if you gotta fly them in,
Mm-hmm.
they might not get on the plane.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes they be too drunk, too high to get on the plane. They miss the plane.
Yeah, but that's a
You know.
that's a generational family curse right there. You know what I'm saying? That is the epitome of a generational family curse. Uh, uh, especially with the family, especially in that family, and I think I've made some connections over the years with like a couple of the DeBarge children, because if I'm not mistaken, they were part of this the biopic that they supposedly did with the
Yeah.
DeBarges with those kids, and
Mhm.
all the people had them bad wigs, and they hired all these terrible actors with these bad wigs, like that Salt and Pepper movie they had this weekend. We ain't even talk about that.
I didn't even get to see it. We didn't even talk
Ain't
about
want,
Larry King passing either. That was
yeah, that you ain't want.
mhm.
We ain't even want to talk about that Salt and Pepper movie. There's a good reason why we ain't talk about it and we ain't watch it, and it was for good reason. From the reaction I saw on social media, it's a good reason we ain't see the Salt and Pepper movie.
Well, I want to see it. I'm gonna watch it.
I'm gonna pass on it
I'm
because for
gonna
number
watch it.
one, you ain't want to put Spinderella in the damn movie. You ain't, and then they said in most of the scenes in the movie, they got the character that plays Spinderella just off, like she's just in the scenery. She ain't got no lines or no nothing. She just there. So they just there. That's already a messed up story from the beginning, and I need Lifetime to stop doing these, and we got to stop letting Lifetime do these biopics of our black stars. We have got to stop letting this network do this stuff because they keep the last quality biopic I saw for them. I can't even say it was a quality biopic. The Whitney Houston movie was trash. The Whitney Houston
Yeah.
biopic was garbage. I'll say it again, garbage. I call it Bobby, the Whitney Houston story, because that's all it was. It was about Bobby Brown. And like Chris said, they keep doing Spinderella wrong. Salt and Pepper know they dead wrong for how they treating Spinderella. They dead wrong. I don't Salt and Pepper and her. Now, bad enough, Salt and Pepper, y'all already know how hard it was. Y'all got screwed over by Herbie in the business, but now y'all want get that same treatment of Spin, and that's not cool. That's not cool at all. We know the story. We get it that she wasn't there at the beginning, but y'all ain't had to treat this girl like that. The Clark Sisters movie was decent, but still they could have did more with that. They could have did way better than that than what they did. Who else?
The Clark sisters movie was pretty good, but yeah, the other ones I would say yeah. But I mean, I get it. They approach you, they offer you some money. I had a conversation with Lifetime about my living because I'm dying. I wouldn't sell it because I had to give up all rights. And that's the
See,
other thing. And I didn't want to
see,
do that.
nope,
Now, if they come back to me and ask me, I'm gonna give it to them so I can give them a check.
right. I
I can go
understand
make
that,
after I give them a check, I go make my own movie.
look,
But the thing about it, when they do that, when they do that, you can't make another one that covers the same thing. So I
Mhm.
mean, it might not be a bad thing that Spinderella wasn't in it because they can do one without her. Sorry, I meant to turn my phone off.
Oh yeah, because it's 11 o'clock and everybody knows that the show's supposed to be over right now, and that's
Oh
when the
yeah,
business
but no,
starts.
that's the hi Victoria.
Oh Lord,
I'm good. Can I call you right back? Because I'm in the middle of a
look at this,
broadcast.
look at this.
I'm on
This is
the
the
air.
most
So
professional
say
morning
hi
show
to
you ever seen, ladies and
everybody.
gentlemen. This is the most professional morning show. That's why I keep telling y'all
Yeah,
this is the blackest morning show.
this is
This is the
Top Golf,
blackest.
and when we got to talk about the event at Top Golf. So, but Victoria, if you give me like 20 minutes, I'll call you right back.
Look at this. This is the
Uh,
blackest morning. I
okay,
told
thanks.
y'all, blackest morning show in America. I keep
Well,
telling
I
y'all,
had to answer
the
that
blackest
because
morning show in North America. That's why I keep telling y'all, we show up when we want to. We take calls in the middle of the damn show.
I had to because the Top Golf event.
Yeah, speak. It was yes. DJ Earl is correct. There were two Spinderellas, but we all know that the main Spinderella. We all know the main
Yeah, Anthony
Spinderella.
said, "Hey, Victoria." Yeah,
We know the main Spinderella.
yes,
We know the main
yeah.
Spinderella. But at the same time,
I didn't realize that there were two Spinderellas.
yes, there was an original Spinderella before the current one, the one that we know now. There was one for a short time being in the early stages of the group. But she saw she was smart enough to see the play that people wasn't getting properly compensated and money, and she got up out of there.
Well, see,
Before,
and maybe they'll do another story and tell all of that because they can tell that. They can tell it from that point of view.
well, Spin can definitely do that at this point, and I really hope she does. I hope somebody cuts her a check and does it, but just don't let Lifetime do it. All right, like I
She can
said,
let Media
Lifetime.
Room 360 do it. We'll do
Let's
it.
do it. Let's
We'll
do it.
we'll we'll do your story spin.
No doubt. But yes, DJ Earl is correct. The first one was on the first album. That's right. Was on the first Salt and Pepper album. But again, she saw, like everybody. It's a well-known documented fact that Herbie, what is his name? Herbie Lovebug or Herbie
Herbie
Love.
Love Bug.
Herbie Lovebug was notorious. Had. I mean, when he whipped them in that contract, he whipped them. He whipped them. If y'all thought TLC's numbers was bad, y'all ain't seen Salt and Pepper's contract. Salt and Pepper's contract was horrid compared to TLC's.
And that's what gets me about. We talk about how the slave masters did us, but we
We
do
do it
each
to
other
ourselves.
worse.
Right, right.
You
We did it
know,
ourselves. We did it ourselves. Like I said, Herbie Lovebug did that kind. It's a well documented fact that Herbie Lovebug was was ruthless with that with Salt and Pepper, and they ain't won't give him nothing. Ain't won't give him nothing, despite all the success that they had as the first female hip, one of the largest, the big time female hip hop group. They weren't the first, but there was others, of course, before them. But the first ones to actually take it to the crossover since. So again, I would like to see Spin do her own one and tell her own story. That would be a fascinating story to tell. Was from Spin's perspective, and I hope somebody cuts the check. But again, we got to stop with these. We got to stop letting these people do these low budget ass 90-minute biopics on our people, on our heroes, on our heroes. These are our heroes, and this is the treatment that they're getting. You know what I'm saying? And that's driving me up the wall because
but we keep accepting it. I
that's
mean,
why I keep saying
that's
stop accepting it.
what I'm saying. That when they say no, I want a big budget, but when like Monique did that with Netflix, it was she don't deserve. We wouldn't even get behind her. I'm not me, but I would. But I'm saying we as a people wouldn't get behind her and be like, yeah, Netflix, we want to see Monique. Y'all need to pay her,
But let's be
or
real.
else
Did we really want to see Monique?
we gonna. I like Monique. Yeah, I wanted to.
I mean, let's
Yeah,
keep it. I mean,
I
at the end of the
mean,
day,
I did.
Monique won. At the
I
end of the day,
did.
Monique won.
Not really. I mean, she won, but look at everything that she had to go through. She came out of there with too many battle scars.
I understand.
And that's my thing. Is like the first thing that said is, well, I ain't gonna get none of that money. It don't benefit me. But if our brothers and sisters that are from other mothers say, okay, we're not gonna support this, and they not doing this, we jump right on that bandwagon and do whatever they tell us to do.
I agree. I agree. But like
So
I said,
with
my
the
thing.
Salt and Pepper movie, okay, and then at the end of the day, Salt and Pepper should have said, listen, now Lifetime, y'all gonna have to get some better cameras. We need good editors or whatever. I haven't seen the movie, so it's kind of hard to speak on it. But I mean, I did see, like, I watched Coretta, they did Betty and Coretta.
Mm-hmm. Who did that? Lifetime did that?
Yep.
When?
Some years ago.
I don't recall. I don't recall that one. But
Yeah, with Mary J. Blige and Angela Bassett.
I did not. I did not. Where was this movie at? I never heard of
It's
this
on
movie.
the Lifetime. Go to the thing. It's on the Lifetime thing. It's there.
Matter of fact, Stewart.
Mm-hmm.
Dang, I'm so late joining this. Stewart actually, for his profile picture, has a cover of the latest. That's the latest Busta Rhymes album that he has a cover of on his profile.
Oh, that's who that is.
Yes,
You
that's
know
the
who
latest.
I thought that was?
What's that?
I thought that was the guy that died Halloween.
Guy died of Halloween.
And we didn't know. was with third base.
MF Doom.
That's who I thought that was
No, that's
on his
that's
thing.
actually that's actually the cover of the latest Busta Rhymes album that's on Stewart's profile pic. So, but that album is phenomenal. That ELE 2 is a great album. You got to go
I'm
listen
gonna
to it.
listen to it today while I'm working.
Like he's dropping some jewels on that joint. He's going crazy. And when I say Busta's rhymes have just are just crazy on that album, they're crazy. He's speaking some real ish on that album. But one biopic that is coming that I am looking forward to is the Mahalia Jackson biopic. That looks like it's going to be phenomenal. Now you got Queen
Who's doing
Latifah and
that?
Jamie Foxx back in that one. And they're supposed to be bringing that to the big screen. That's not going to be a Lifetime movie. That's supposed to be a big budget
Oh,
production.
well, you know what else Lifetime is dropping this week?
What's that?
The Wendy Williams
Ah,
biopic.
yes, the Wendy
And you
Williams
know,
story.
I love Wendy Williams. Recently, someone referred to me as Wendy Williams, and they thought they was, they was
Being a compliment.
tearing me down, but I really take that as a compliment because Wendy has accomplished so much as a female in radio. So
Mhm.
I looked up to her back in the 90s, and I remember when she was at Power in Philly. And when she was at Power, we didn't have, like, the internet wasn't like this. You couldn't just log on and listen. You had to go through some things to try to get the clips and stuff. And I
Right.
would listen to her. And I remember when she announced that she was leaving Philly to go to New York. And I was like, I'm gonna apply for her job. I want to go to Philly and, take her job. She was doing middays.
Right.
And somebody said to me, well, those are some big shoes to fill. I don't think you can fill those shoes.
Mm. Mm.
And that and it made me not do it, which I hate that I didn't, because the person that said it to me is not somebody that was hating on me. This is somebody that was close to me, that would coach me up.
Mm.
But sometimes we just say the wrong things to our people. It's not
Well,
somebody that was hating on me, but I absolutely love Wendy. I love how she's maneuvered through the industry. I don't agree with everything that she's done, but as far as getting it done as a black woman and doing it the right way and getting her coins up and respect,
right.
I, I love her.
Oh, no doubt, no doubt. Well, and that's one thing, despite all the ridicule online and everybody poking fun of her, you can't deny that what she's done in this game has been major. And at the
Hmm.
same time, I want to speak on that what you said about stepping in a great person's shoes. It is a law of power. You never want to step into a great person's shoes, especially somebody who's built up. That's why I said when. That's why I'm glad we had this buffer between me and you here.
I think
We
it
had
would
this.
have been a smooth transition with you
No,
if
it
it.
would have been a smooth
I think it would
transition,
have
no
been a
doubt. But I'm glad
very
we.
smooth
But I'm
transition.
glad it had the buffer between it because, like I said, it gave the audience time to see what the world was like without me or you for this time being. And now that I'm here, and some things might be in the works. I ain't gonna say too much more about that. I ain't gonna say too much more about that. I ain't gonna say too much more about that. I'm gonna just go ahead and leave it at that.
Yeah. But I get what you're saying now. But I mean, I think when you have um good role models, I guess that's the way to say it, because some people leave and they don't want to give anything back or share.
Absolutely.
And I think that's important. If you want to keep your legacy going, then you got to share. You can't just be like, I got mine, now you got to get yours.
Right.
No, you got to share and pour into other people, so they know it. Let them know that when they walking down this little trail, that it's a bear that's gonna jump out 10 feet from there. Let them be prepared for that.
That's
Give
just
them that information so they know and they can do better. I want you to do better than me there.
no doubt, and
You know, that,
that's the hope. And but
that's
put
the
it like this.
thing.
But put it like this. I did the same thing for the guy that's taking over from me in Killeen Temple now at at Kiss 103. He just made an announcement. He signed a contract. My man Big Said. Shout out to Big Said. As a matter of fact, he's starting on the air today on 107.3
Oh,
this afternoon.
congratulations, Big Said. I don't
Uh,
think I know who Big Said is though.
Big Said used to do radio in Austin. He was basically one of the better jocks, the dominant urban jock in Austin for many
Oh,
years.
okay.
And
Okay.
he came, and he's been out of radio for a year or two, but yet I've known said even during that time when he was out of radio, I would sit down and tell him, hey, The game needs you. Stay in the game. Stay fighting. You know what I'm saying? You never know when an opportunity might pop up. And I would drive out to Austin and go see him. Whenever I was out in Austin, we would go kick it and just hang out and talk about, radio and stuff like that. And then when he got the position and the offer came to him, I asked him to come meet me at Chiefs. We sat down at Chiefs, and I introduced him to everybody in the market and did my due diligence to prepare him for success in that market.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because I don't want to see him fail. I told him, I'm giving you the keys to a Lamborghini. Don't wreck it. I got a
Right.
beautiful Lamborghini. I didn't sit there
Congratulations on your numbers too. I saw that
yeah. Which one? On who?
for Kiss
Oh,
in Temple,
I didn't
Killeen.
even see it. I've I've moved on from here. I don't know how my last book was or how I finished up in Killeen Temple. But I just left it at that.
I thought
I
that
just
was you that posted it. Maybe it was
that was from
somebody
last
else
year. That
that
was from
posted.
last year. That was from last year.
Oh, okay. I'm
That was
like,
from last year.
what?
Yeah,
Or
when
did
we
somebody else post it? But
no,
okay.
that was me from last. That was the post I had from. That was the ratings book from last year, January at this time when Kiss tied for #1 overall in the market. I mean,
Yes.
after they kept telling me the urban AC ain't gonna never be #1 overall in the market, after they kept telling me the R&B station ain't with the poor signal ain't gonna never be #1, we tied #1 in the market last year at this time overall. But
And that's a diary market, right? It's not
right, it's a
PPM.
diary market.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
after all that slander, it was good to get a victory that nobody said I could do. And like I said, and so I took this information that I used to develop and make Kiss into a winner and gave it to him and told him the exact same thing and said, here, this is a Lamborghini. I gave you a Lamborghini, baby. Here's the keys. Don't wreck it. Start driving slow. Take it down the road. Drive it slow. But don't. Whenever you're ready, you can take it out there, and open it up, and do what you need to do. But for now, don't wreck it. And that's basically all I told him and set him up for success. Introduce him to the business owners and everything. So he's primed for success, and that's our responsibility. We ain't supposed to be haters. You gotta make sure the next person that steps up, especially when you've been blessed with an opportunity to elevate your life. It is your
Mm-hmm.
responsibility to help that next person succeed after you.
Yeah.
Don't be if you got even if you leave in ugly terms. Still make sure that the other person that comes after you, because you even did it. You did it with the person that came after you. Try to help them out and
I
set them up for success.
tried to
You
do it,
tried.
but they didn't want it. Yeah, they
I say
didn't
you
want it.
tried. It's on them if they F it up and don't listen to the advice that you're giving them. You know what I'm saying? like Stuart said, don't wreck it or put cheap gas in it. Don't wreck. Look, I'm giving you a Lambo. Don't wreck it. Don't F up my car. But he's gonna be great. He's gonna be, like I said, I've given him the game on what he needs to do to win, and I think he's gonna be a great add, and also he's gonna connect a lot of y'all in the Central Texas market to Austin, and it's gonna be a great thing. So I'm happy for Big Said. Shout out to Big Said and the whole fam out there at My Kiss 1031. I'm happy that we built that situation up into a strong situation. And now I'm trying to do the same thing here, and we will do the same thing here. It is thanks to Shani and everybody else because of the advice that y'all giving me. Y'all set me up for success. That's our responsibility. And if they take it, they don't. If they don't take it, they don't. When you catch the brick, don't cry.
Don't call
when you
me.
catch, when you catch the brick and you ain't want to listen to the advice that I gave you, don't come calling me crying. Man, well, did you listen? Did you do what I asked you to do? Did you do what I tell you to do? Because that's what ended up happening in a lot of cases. A lot of cases, folks don't listen. They rather try to do it their way and end up screwing it up. So, it is what it is.
It is what it is. Well,
But
it is about that time. Thank you guys for hanging out inside of Shani and Melz in the morning. We are so happy that you hung out with us today. Now, before we get out of here, we got to tell you about the Top Golf event for Action Jackson.
mm-hmm.
Okay. What I need y'all to do is go to actionsaidride.com and get registered to play in a bay with us for Super Bowl Sunday. We will be at Top Golf in Dallas for Action Jackson's Super Swing Golf Tournament. Okay. We're raising money for awareness of HIV and AIDS and to find cures. Action has been riding bicycles for 20 years. This is 20 years he's been doing this, all in the name of HIV and AIDS. And coming up in 2022, he's going to ride again from San Francisco all the way to Los Angeles. That's 545 miles. What I haven't told y'all is that I'm riding in the ride too with him. And there's a couple other people that are going to go in order to support him. All right. And so we need your help in supporting him as well. If you can't make it out to Top Golf, just please go to actionsaidsride.com and you can make a donation there. All right, you can make a donation and help the cause, and we will greatly appreciate that from you. Also, we got a shout out to one of our sponsors today. It is in Tyler, Texas, actually. If you
Okay.
know someone that has been hit, injured in a car accident, hit by 18 wheeler, maybe they got injured on their job. Make sure you holler at Roland Witherspoon Law Group. You can give them a call at 469-669-9392. The number's right there, 469-669-9392. And they'll get you taken care of. You need your wreck check. All right. Well, Roland Witherspoon Law Group is the one that you need to call.
No doubt. And don't forget about actionsaidsride.com. Join us for Top Golf, Super Bowl Sunday. You got the Super Bowl matchup now. It is the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Move this man!
Pardon
Okay.
me, I had to hit that button real quick. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers versus the Kansas City Chiefs, Super Bowl Sunday. That is your Super Bowl game matchup finally. Tom Brady in his 10th Super Bowl. Tom Brady didn't do it. The defense helped him out. Let me be clear on that for y'all sports fans out there. And so come join us for the good fun at Top Golf, Dallas. Super Bowl Sunday, February 7th, man. It's going to be a great time. I'm going to be in the building. Vita Local going to be in the building. Action Jackson, Big Bank, everybody, Shani Scott, everybody going to be in the building.
We got Cowboy players. We got Green Bay players. Denver Bronco players.
Let me say this. And I will be wearing a mask. Head ass. Make sure y'all, Facebook mask police don't come jump on me. I will be wearing a mask just in case. It's time for us to go, though. Let me get up out of here. Let's get out of here. King and Queen of Sub Media. Check the podcast on all your streaming platforms. We'll see you guys tomorrow morning.